Fun interviews, great conversations, a place to listen. Arrow.net, ARROE.net. Let's do it. Let's play it forward. Real people, real stories. The struggle to play it forward. Episode number 271 is with actor Ted Lange from the new movie Blood Pageant. Good morning. How are you doing today, Mr. Ted? Or should I say Ryan Seacrest? Because you do such a fine job hosting that pageant, sir.
Oh, thank you very much, my friend. Yeah, I was channeling Steve Harvey and Wayne Brady when I did it.
Oh my God! Now that I've seen the movie and stuff like that, I totally get that because I mean, you really did host that show like a true champion.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's a fun premise. It's a reality show that places women in a house. And then the women start to disappear, and it becomes goes from comedy to horror back to comedy, you know?
Well, I love the way that I mean, you guys have taken something such as, reality TV, and you've shown that the impact of television in our own lives has, I could totally see something like this happening, because when I was sitting there watching it, I'm going, oh, is this really what's going on The Bachelor?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Well, the cast of this movie, Blood Pageant, is unbelievable. Not only does it star you, but it also has Stephen Baldwin, Snoop Dogg, and a bunch of other people.
Yeah, it does. And, when Snoop walks on the set, there's a cloud around him, a cloud of smoke. And when you stand next to him, you feel better for the rest of the day. It's amazing how that works.
What was it like to be on that set? Because, I've seen it from my point of view from on the flat screen, but to be on the set of that movie, do you get to see it, or is it all stuff, special effects and stuff like that takes place?
No, it was fun. The director kept the set light and people were cool. Everybody's professional. And the young actresses that are in it are gorgeous and very, very professional. So it was a fun job.
Well, I could totally see you going on to the Game Show Network and hosting a show. Are you going to try anything like that? Because you've got the energy and the charisma for something like that.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that, Arrow. But no, I'm not. I'm more of an actor, and yeah. I like directing, and I've been directing some television, and I'm a playwright, so I still want to do. Those are the things that interest me.
I was going to ask you about that writing, because I'm a daily writer and I've got 6 published books. And writers are writers. We live in our own world, and it's so fascinating to watch words come to life from a page to a stage.
Absolutely, it does. As a matter of fact, I've got about 4 plays of mine on YouTube. If you go to YouTube, type in my name, Ted Lange, and I've got a play called Blues in My Coffee. And that's a fun play. It's a comedy, but it has a kind of Black Lives Matter twist at the end. But yeah, no, I have a group of actors that I like working with, and they do a lot of my plays. I rotate them around in different plays that I write.
When you became that actor, was it really the writer who needed a voice and the acting became its stage? Because, writers are born writers.
Well, sometimes you don't know that you're a writer. When I was on That's My Mama, I did a series called That's My Mama, and I would make a comedy suggestion, and the writer would go, oh, okay, yeah, that's a good idea. And I go, what? That's a good idea. You like that idea? And they put it in the show. And after a couple of those sessions, sometimes they didn't, but a lot of times they did, I started saying, well, let me look at writing a little bit. So I started taking writing classes and learning about structure and how to deliver a joke and that sort of thing. But I didn't know I was a writer, but I didn't know I was a writer, but I'm happy I fell into it.
What was your discipline on making sure that you didn't overwrite? Because you know how it is. We put pen to paper and all of a sudden we just go for it.
Yeah, that's rewriting. Once you put it away for a couple of days, you come back to it, and then you start cutting certain things you realize you don't know or need. You put the words down on the page, you let it flow through you, and then when you put that page aside and come back to it a couple of days, you're looking with a clearer eye.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Yeah.
And
yeah.
then you can be methodical and clinical about what it needs, particularly once you learn rules about writing, you know, how to open a sentence or how to open a paragraph or how to open a chapter and then how to close it. You know what I mean? That you know this. How many books? You got 6 books?
6 books, yeah. Yeah. And the thing
that's wonderful, man.
You have to be able to, go in there with that clearer eye and make sure that you don't injure the artist, because we're tender little creatures, writers are.
Yeah, we are. Yeah,
so
definitely we are.
Now that you've been a part of Blood Pageant, do you find yourself taking a chance and maybe writing a scary play, something that you can put up on YouTube?
You know what? I'm so happy I'm in this movie because I could never write a scary play because I would scare the crap out of myself. So I'm glad I could be in a scary movie that somebody else wrote, you know?
Well, we need this movie, and you guys have delivered this movie. You got to come back to this show anytime in the future. The door is always going to be open for you, Mr. Ted.
Thank you, Arrow, very much. I appreciate you.
Well, you be brilliant today, okay, sir?
Okay, will do. Bye.